You know, I told myself I was going to bite some blinds here for this west window here behind us. Yes, and I haven't done that. I've had a whole year to take care of that, and I've yet to do it. 2 years was it?
Yeah. Are you getting blasted?
Well, no, the old sun here.
Oop,
we got a good base hit right up the middle. Jay Sweesaw goes ahead and delivers a nice ground ball, hard hit ball right up the middle, and gets on base. And
Way to get us started here at the bottom of 4 here by Jay Sweesaw. I apologize.
What happened there, Candle Genius?
Our stream just ended. It just quit, abruptly quit. I don't
stopped.
know if it's, hey, we're on three games and it just got tired of listening to us. I apologize for those of you who are out there. The good news is you can rewind this. The good news is it happened really at the end of the inning. I don't think.
Did they get Jace's base hit on there?
We should have gotten Jace's base hit.
Okay.
We had 100 and some watchers.
Okay.
We're up to 13. I think people will be finding us right now. But if you're just joining us, again, apologies. That mic right there, I'm literally going to just unplug for. You hear that little beep?
Yep.
I think so.
Maybe that's the one with
That's
all
a little
the noise in
feedback.
it too, maybe. How about that?
Well, it's been muted, but it does buzz when you get too close to it.
So if you missed it, Jace Sweesaw went ahead and took the second pitch and just went ahead and drove her right up the middle. We go ahead and bunt with Riker. Pitcher goes ahead and scoops it on up, throws him out at first base for out number 1. Jace is standing on second.
So we got some people joining us there, Candle Genius yet?
Yeah, we do. They're coming back in. We apologize. We'll keep apologizing until we get it back into the triple digits for viewers here.
Right.
I know
now
that
we're
there
up
was
to 41 already, but
Yep.
We lost our viewership by that much.
Well, it went down to 0 when it got cut off,
Well,
so people had to kind of re-find us because it would.
Oh,
it probably automatically went to the girls' stream or something like that.
Correct.
I'm not sure where it would have gone,
get
but
back on again. So
we are
so
back.
now everybody's cussing at us right now, is what you're saying.
No, we're
It
back.
wasn't on that.
Yeah, I still heard that buzz.
I don't know what that
Beeper.
is. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right,
So,
so
we're back here again, folks. We've got a little timeout here.
It's not like the game quit.
No.
Just technical difficulties, okay? We
Time
blew
to-
out.
Yeah, we're still here. We're still playing a game. You got it.
The stream just died on us, so we had to go back and reboot it. But our longtime viewers know what happens when that happens. We gotta start a new stream here. So 59 of you have already figured that out. So thank you very much for coming back.
So with the wind hopefully dying down a little bit, we're going to make a quick adjustment to these mics. Apologies if you hear more wind again.
Jackson Vroom's going to be up here for the Saints. We've got a runner, not designated runner. What's the word? Jeez.
Pinch?
Pinch runner. There you go. Thank you.
Kane Dietrich.
Number 27, Kane Dietrich. He's on out there. What grade's Kane in?
He's an eighth grader.
Yep.
So that's for Jace, who's pitching. So he is
so he's going to be a courtesy runner, right?
Yep. So to pinch, you got to replace somebody.
After the second thing. You can do her once.
One re-entry.
Can't do her twice.
Correct.
Right on. So see what old Dietrich can do out there. He's probably got wheels just like his dad, I'm sure.
Oh, he's got
Vroom
the
goes
wheels.
ahead and takes a swing, puts her to the backstop, fouls her back. Right now would be a good shot to take it right on out to that Saint sign. Will Jackson get her done? We go ahead and take a ground ball on down the third baseman.
Oh,
that's pretty
there
good.
We go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nobody was there.
Oh, great job, Vroomer.
Awesome. That was awesome. He
Kane was
perfectly.
leading off, but nobody was holding on.
Yeah.
The third baseman
Right.
threw it back to second. There was nobody there.
Yeah.
That was great.
Make a
Great
play,
job.
and he did that perfectly.
And Kane's so quick.
Yep.
You know, he's just waiting for as soon as third base throws it to first, he's going.
He's gone. Yep.
So probably not a bad play by the guy at third because you're going to have Kane at third if you go for the out at first.
Yeah, but
So
he gets an out. You
That's
want,
it.
You're right.
you want an out.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. With one out, that would put us at 2.
Right.
You want an out.
Yep. But yeah, he's got to make that decision.
Yep.
Where he's going to go. You look him back, and if he's that far off the base,
Right. But,
I shoot him.
right.
I get the
none
second
of-
base, but nobody
none
was
of
there.
Nobody was there.
Right.
Nobody else.
Yep. Yep. So we got runners at first and second. We've got
Holton Winnie up.
Winnie is up the bat here.
Left fielder tonight.
Vroom's going to be standing on first base. He's going to run for himself.
The official, unofficial stat for Colton is 270 average with a 500 on base percentage. That comes from a boy they call Mo.
There's a hit.
Shortstop goes ahead and takes it on up.
And he gets a
Double play.
Great play by the shortstop.
Yep.
So the Saints doesn't get that run after all.
Well, Saints got to go to work here.
After 4 innings, Osage with the lead of 1-0.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way.
Thank you, Farmer State Bank, for your generous contributions. Keep Saints TV free to watch. Where are we in the order here, fellas?
Newman's at Nashville, Fritzy. We are. Jay Sweesaw still on the mound here first. We go ahead, delivers a swing strike 1.
Osage just got the top of the order here.
Number 1, 2, and 3 batters coming on up. So they went ahead, scored top of 4. We are at top of 5 right now. Jace is up on him, 0-2.
Put 2 of them down into the dirt.
Way out in front, almost like cue balled that swing. You hit it right at the end of the bat.
Yeah.
If it was a wooden bat, he would have split 2 of them right down the middle.
Little off-speed pitch there, 74 miles an hour. 1-2. There he did it again.
Yep. Still fighting. Still fighting.
1 ball, 2 strikes yet. That was me right there trying to cover up the win.
I was wondering what happened there.
Sounded pretty good.
Just thought I was doing the old voiceover.
Foul ball down third baseline. Out of play. Way out of play.
Yeah, not really the baseline. That went over the dugout.
We've got a lot of room out there out of play, but that was 3 times that. Jace goes ahead and delivers. Ball in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter, number 1 hitter in their lineup. Shortstop.
See if they're going to make 5 for 5 or getting their leadoff guy on.
No, they're not. Full count. So had him 0-2 again. They had a couple of them tonight. Lost them. Oh, here comes a ball into play.
Nope. Ball in the dirt.
Yep, can't do that.
So their leadoff guy's on again.
5 for 5 on their leadoff batters tonight, getting on base.
Yep.
Can't have it. We're fortunate to only have 1 run.
Right. Fortunately, that's good for us because usually when you do that, that's a good recipe for success at the end of the game.
Yep. Exactly. So Coach Sweesaw goes to the mound. Have a little chat, a little fireside chat.
Get an idea. Come up with an idea. Everybody's idea.
Everybody's got ideas.
Maybe you're just asking what it is that we're going to do here for tonight. Thinking we're going to do a little switching.
Best Walk looks to be taking the mound here for the Saints.
Well, that'll probably just swap out Jace for Gus.
That'd be an easy one. Do that.
Go to Jace
Jace-
will just go to third base.
Jace got 83 pitches for tonight.
83 pitches means he needs, what, 2 days rest?
What's our, what do we got coming up here this
So
week?
we'll travel on Monday to North Butler, travel to Tuesday to Central Springs, and then we host Nashville on Wednesday. So we got 3 conference games in a row.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. of
That's
next
the
week.
rain
So-
out for Central Springs then? Twice?
Yes, correct. So
should've
we were
been
going to play
played.
him Tuesday last week, and then we moved it to Wednesday, and that didn't happen.
And Mr. Weatherman says rain every day. So
Yeah, I seen it every day of the next week. Yeah.
It's going to get dicey here with the schedule's tight with kind of like the playoffs and everything are moved up a week and everything is just a little different seems like this year, and with all these conference games now coming up and all this rain potentially. One good thing about Saintsfield, like today, we took on a lot of rain this morning. It come down heavy. I never heard a number, but it come down heavy.
Yep.
But she just drives right up out here. A lot of limestone.
Yep. So who do we got coming in here?
We got
now?
another. We got Jackson Vroom going out, and we got Zade Shell coming in to play second base. So
Vroom's probably DH in then for Shell, I imagine.
I would guess that's true.
Shell's what, a sophomore?
He is.
Yep.
He's actually been doing a really good job in the infield.
Right. Yep.
well, no, I don't know about that. We're DHing for shots, so I would think.
Vroom was
Shell's
batting
been
for
hitting all
himself.
right too. So
Zade's got to be batting for himself. So
well,
No, Vroom was batting for himself.
yeah. So
that's what I thought. But you just said that you thought that Vroom would be batting for Zade. Is that what you just said?
Right?
No.
No?
We already have a DH.
I know. That's what I said. I said
Oh,
Zade's going to be
That's a
batting
great
for
pitch.
himself.
gotcha. Yeah. So we got
Because Reichert's already batting for.
So Jace took third. We got Gus Walk on the mound here right now. He goes ahead and takes outside. And we got Zane Shell at second base, number 1.
the runner on
this-
first is Ty Voigt, the junior, who has been on base every time he
Yep.
took an at bat tonight.
Well, this ain't Gus's guy at first base, but he still doesn't like runners.
Yep.
There, go
Straight
get that
up
thing.
ball. It's
Go
going to
get
be a
that
tough
thing.
one.
Good
Yep.
job.
Shots goes ahead and straight up ball catches it.
Good job.
Foul
Seth
territory.
Shots. That's a hard catch.
Yes, it is. Backspin on that ball.
Wind blowing in, 30 mile an hour. We'll take that. It's a big out.
Great job, shots.
You got 1-5.
First one's always a big one.
1 out.
Now we can go ahead and go.
Runner.
Yep.
Foul ball.
Get a ground ball double play here.
Back to the parking lot.
Hailed ends.
Yep.
That one stopped by the fence. I see Zach of all trades out there.
No way. There he is.
Zach of all trades wearing the shades.
Good move. Good try to pick off move over there. Did we get hail around here this morning or not?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Getting closer.
That's
Getting
a great
closer.
spot where he's throwing it, though.
Yeah, it was. Right where it is. You don't have to move the glove. Just catch the ball.
But he was back. He saw it coming. Boyd
Yep.
was right back on the bag.
Runner's going.
And another foul ball. He's got to lay off that.
Yep. Yep. He does. Unless it was a
Let
hit
his
and run.
guy, unless
that
it's
hit and run out,
which
yep.
it could be.
Yep.
Otherwise, you got to let that guy steal.
Yep. And it was a good pitch to go on. Slow curveball. Gives you more time.
0-2.
It goes deep. Or not deep, but down. It's a low one, so him to pick up and throw that ball. Nothing. We got a
little
fly
slap
ball
hit to
going out to
Joe.
Joe to
Slap.
right field, and he
Oh,
catches
baby.
it in foul territory.
Great
And he picks it up.
Diving.
That was a good catch.
Oh, what Catch by Joe.
Did you get that on camera?
Yes,
Candle
sir.
G?
Yes, we did.
Nice. That's going
Yes,
to be
we did.
ESPN top flight right there.
That's a good catch.
He was hauling the mail to
love it.
get to that one because he had to cover a lot of ground.
That's a big out. Number
It
2.
was. Yes, it was.
Plus the runner didn't advance. So.
Yep. So now we got bags hot 1 and 2. Yeah, don't throw that thing away now.
Yep. Let's just go get the batter.
Mm-hmm. Don't get him into running position or scoring position here. Still 1-0 here.
Tyler Morton up. Catcher tonight.
Guys out.
Ty Voigt on first. 2 outs. Osage with the lead. 1-0.
Gus doesn't like base runners.
No, he does not. That's the one thing.
Did he tell you this? Or?
No.
We're reading the room.
Just is that what it is? Yep. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, boy.
Yep, I can see that. Pass ball, we'll go ahead and make the runner on down to second base. That's that scoring position thing that we did not want.
Yes, it is.
No, base hit to go ahead and score.
2-0's count. Let's look at the batter here.
Now we're going to have a little chat.
Yep,
Pitcher,
yep.
catcher.
Maybe that was a little change up there that he
Might have
wasn't ready for that one.
So it looks like shots really didn't go after it. So it was like it.
Yep.
That's usually a sign that it's their communication was off between the two of them.
Right.
Shots thinks it's going to come in there, and then all of a sudden it doesn't break. So 2 balls, no strikes.
Our wind is still with us, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I keep adjusting that. You guys might need to talk a little louder because I pumped up the filter again.
Pumped up the filter. It went down until Candle Genius brought it up, and then
Yeah.
2 minutes later, the wind
Yeah.
picked back up again. So,
Sorry, guys.
hey, this show, so he can do what he wants.
I'm looking at the scoreboard here. That Cochran's only got 41 pitches going into inning 6.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
That is a good place to be for them guys.
That's pretty impressive.
Yep. Gus goes ahead and delivers. Ball down again.
Good block, shots. He's got 41 pitches, probably 39 of them are strikes.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. No doubt. Yep. He was dialed in tonight.
Yep. Just going to intentionally walk him here, looks like.
Why would you do that, guys?
I had a 3-0 count on him.
Did you do that?
He had, 3 in a row that he put in the 2 in a row that he put 3 in a row that went in the dirt. So it was like, just walk him. Let's start over with a new guy. Puts a force on. We had a runner. Osage had a runner on second.
Right.
Now we got one on first and second. So we got all 3 bases are hot.
Yep.
So makes a lot of sense.
Who's up?
Bo Taylor. Another ball. 1-0.
60-mile-per-hour ball, says Debbie.
Another low ball, and it's in the dirt. Dances that runner to third base. Come on, boys, we're better than this. We're not helping ourselves out at all here.
Nope. We got to find a zone here.
Osage has got runners on first and third.
We got to throw a play out there and tell everybody what's going on. First time tonight for a first and third situation. You're going to talk this thing over.
With a runner going to third, I'm curious why there's still one at first.
He didn't steal when.
Yeah, because the ball didn't go anywhere.
Right.
It was just right below Shots. Shots had to shuffle his feet to get the ball out from underneath of him. So
and good base running there on Osage's side. That was he picked up on that and
right away
he had a good
took off,
secondary and he took off. So
yeah, so it's not like the ball got away from him. It was right underneath his feet. He just had to.
And we know this guy in first is going to go.
He just had to find it.
Yep.
There's a good strike.
73 mile per hour. 2-1 is the count here. 2 outs, top of 5.
First and third situation. See what we can do.
Gus takes a look at him, checks the runners. We know that guy on first is going to steal.
Yep. Just a matter of what pitch and when. Stays there at this time.
Ooh.
Wow.
Didn't get the call there.
Looked like a great off-speed
It did.
pitch.
It
Sure
did.
did.
3-1's the count. Got to find the zone.
Got to find the zone on this. Diesel Denny is
Yep.
correct.
We do not want to load things up.
There's
We
a
got
hit. Joe Clem over
nice
his head.
over his head, and it's going to roll to the warning track.
They're going for home.
Yep. We're
Got
going
him down at the
4.
plate. Nope.
Go to 3, and he's got a slide-in triple. Yep. Nice base hit.
Nice triple.
Yeah, well-timed play for Osage on that hit. Joe Clevenger just not playing far back enough, and it
Yep.
gets behind him. And
Yep.
With the wind blowing in like that, there's every right to be playing in a little bit. And he got it. He hit it. He got all of that ball.
Yep.
Hey, you're good, guys. Let's go.
Yep, so Osage got a guy in third. They went and scored 2 on that hit.
Puts Osage up 3-0.
Ooh.
number 1, Tate Tabbert up to bat. He's playing left field tonight.
I don't know what happened
It's
there.
a balk he called.
Oh, boy.
So that brings the runner in.
Boy.
Balk is going to be called, so anywhere there's a runner on, they get to move up a base. The runner that is it's not a pitch. It happens before the pitch.
So that scores the runners.
Yep,
He was
scores
on
the runner.
third.
Yep,
Osage goes up 4-0.
yep.
Saints are going to have to get their bats going.
Yeah, they are.
And they have been
Well, hey,
struggling.
now Gus ain't got to worry about runners, so
No.
let's go ahead. Take care of this guy. There it is. Foul ball. Ooh. Okay.
I didn't see that the ball was anywhere close to the bat. But
Yep. Apparently so. We got an 0-2 count, 2 outs, and we got a ground ball
Little
going
slapper.
back to Gus, and he's going to go ahead and ground him on out. Now, Saints got a little bit of work to do.
A good inning to get out of.
Yeah, so Osage gets 3 on that with 1 hit. They get 3 runs with 1 hit.
So we come on up with Port, Mason, and Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
All right, we're back here. Porter Sweesaw up to bat here for the Saints. Porter the quarter with a 307 average and a 458 on-base percentage. He scored 12 runs so far this year.
right back
First
to the first
pitch, we've
baseman.
got ourselves a ground ball to first baseman for out number 1.
And again, Mr. Cockrum is up to 42 pitches is all in his 6th inning. That's pretty darn impressive. Pretty darn impressive.
Yes, it is.
Mason Beelan, number 8 batter for the 1 ball, 1 strike to Mason. 2 balls and a strike to Mason.
Joe Clev's on deck for the Saints.
Takes one outside, 3 balls and a strike.
This is the most pitches he's thrown all night in an inning.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's a strike, full count. Mason.
I don't think at this point of the game that he's going to run out of pitches. So
Nope. Mason gets a piece of that one. Still count remains full. There he
Look at
took
that.
a walk. How
Look
about
at that. Look
Maybe
at that. Huh?
Armor just took a little dent, I think.
No,
maybe.
no, well, we've never went that deep on pitches. That was, what,
No.
6? You know, usually 1 to 4. So Mason goes ahead and gets a base on balls. He's going to have a courtesy runner come in, number 3.
Daniel Sutcliffe.
And
That
we've
puts-
got our number 2 batter on the bases.
What?
Our second batter. up for
Second
the
batter,
game.
but
Right.
1 person on base.
Correct. Or you're thinking number 3, because he's number 3.
No.
Okay.
I thought you were saying we had 2
We got all
guys on
kinds of
base.
numbers we could call this
That's
thing.
what I
you know?
thought. I was like, we only got 1 on base.
Uh-huh.
Now we got Joe Clev up to bat.
It's the way I worded it.
Yeah.
7-inning game here. We're in the bottom of 5. Saints are down 0-4 against these the visiting Osage Green Devils. After the Green Devils score 3 in the 5th. Prior to that, they scored 1 in the 4th, and it was scoreless prior to the 4th inning. If you're just joining us, this is stream part number 2. First one got cut off early. 78-mile-per-hour fastball by.
He follows it back. Did he get in the parking lot or not?
It wasn't one.
All right.
Probably to the fence.
There he goes, running down
you
to
better
second.
get down in a hurry.
Safe.
He's safe. Stolen base by Sutcliffe.
Boy, Daniel. That's what we need. There's a little excitement.
Right?
About
He's
them
there
all.
is.
sliding in on the inside part of the plate on that thing, too,
Yeah,
because he
it
was
was.
looking
That
at how
was-
beautiful. That was
That was a
exactly
great-
where he needed to be.
Great slide.
Yep. We've got
There
a
we go.
ground
He's
ball
hit.
going on out to right
like
field,
that.
and Sutcliffe is going to go ahead and
Come on, Joe Clev.
score.
Joe Clev. He had to
All right,
get
let's
on-
go. Attaboy, Joe.
That's why we have courtesy runners.
That's right. So, Saints get on the board.
Joe Clef goes ahead, makes a nice base hit out to right fielder, and that's why we steal bases. That's why we're smart on bases, and all them little things add up to a run. Gus Walk's going to go ahead and top of the order is going to be right here. We still got 1 out. Joe Clev's on first base. Anthony Schnabel's going to be on deck for us.
Still dealing with the wind. It's around this time of the night we expect that typically we see it die down some. We'll see what happens here tonight.
Good thing we ain't dealing with the bugs.
That is
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yep.
The other night, the mayflies were getting a little crazy.
Mayflies in June?
Yeah. I don't know. They're just
That
maybe a
doesn't make
late break.
sense.
A little late this year. Unless they're June flies. I don't know what you call them. Don't know the technical insect term.
Yep. Well, I'm going to my weatherman friend here, and he shows wind all night long.
Is that right?
Well, you may be listening to this at home. Sorry about that.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. We got a pop fly going on out the right field. It's foul ball, but didn't get caught. Is it still in the park yet? I can't see
Nope.
that far.
I
Out?
think it left the fence
Did it?
area.
Mark Steele's over there. He'll pick it up.
Shows wind all night tonight,
Oof.
all day tomorrow. Oh,
Yep.
that's a bad.
Yep.
That's a bad
He
cut
knew he did it
there,
right after the
Gus.
bat coming around. That high fastball, it gets a lot of people. Looks
Yep.
good. It's right at eye level, and by golly, I want to hit that thing. And
Yep.
it doesn't happen.
What the pitchers love to do with
You
2
betcha.
strikes. Throw it high.
2 outs. Joe Clef still first base.
Climb the ladder.
He goes ahead and takes a strike, high in zone. Anthony Schnabel's up the bat. Joe Clevenger still at first base. 2 outs for the Saints.
There's
He
a
go
base
ahead.
hit.
We got a base hit out to our left fielder. And we got 2 guys on. Hey, we're hitting the ball, fellas. How about that?
Attaboy,
Took till the
Anthony.
5th inning to get her done. Nice way to hit.
Base hit, Anthony.
Yep.
He finally got that one to left field I've been asking for.
I got to say, that's probably the first time I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yep.
Well,
All right, Jace.
he's generally always a pull hitter. And
This is a
There
big
he went.
at-bat for Mr.
it is.
Takes the ball down low.
Got Joe Clev on second, Anthony Schnabel on first. Jace Sweesaw's up the bat. We got 2 outs. And we got Riker on deck. Down.
Ball low. Gotta go,
Good
guys.
goes,
Gotta
you
go.
bet. Yep, good job.
There we go.
Good job. Yep. Ball down. Got about 10 feet away from the catcher, and both runners advance. Good place to be.
So now the Saints got runners in second and third. We got 2 outs, 2 balls, no strikes. Jace Sweetsaw. Cochran steps back off the rubber.
What do we
Takes a
got?
little break.
Is the catcher taking a break or the pitcher taking a break?
Yeah, I think the catcher was taking a break.
Yeah. Foul ball down the Osage's dugout. Didn't look like a very good swing either. Jammed him or
No.
something there for a 2-0 or a
Yeah,
2-0 pitch like that.
he jammed him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nope.
Sure felt outside, but that's a strike.
79 miles an hour, 2 balls,
Yeah.
2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 guys on.
Well, Cochran, he's still dialed in yet. Throwing some real nice pitches. He's going to make us earn it for sure.
This is a big pitch.
Yep. In the
Into
dirt
the
again.
dirt. Nobody goes. Nobody goes. Base.
Clev was really wanting it.
That was full
Count now? Yep.
Oh,
Schnabel's on second base. Joe Clevenger's on third. Jay Sweesaw's up the bat. Full count. 2 outs. And we got a ground ball going to their shortstop. Grounds them on out.
Oh, big out for Osage.
Big time.
Really big out.
Had 2 ducks on the pond, and they get to stay on the pond.
Saints score 1, makes the score 4-1 after 5.
Osage has got 7, 8, and 9 batters coming up.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Thank you, Falk Construction, for your generous contributions to keep Saints TV free to watch. Gus Walk on the mound.
Ooh, good spot, little inside.
We were just talking in the conversation during the commercial break there as far as, one at a time and one at a time. But we got to have a little more than one at a time. We only got 2 more innings here to get this rolling. Well, I guess 2 at a time.
Yep, 2 by 2.
Nope. That'll work just fine.
Gus Walk on the mound.
Have we had a walk-off yet this year? I don't think we have we? No?
Gus
Pick
Walk
you
on.
up on that.
Well, it seems like my mic cutting in and out.
Well, that happens when I do the wind adjustment.
Okay. I think,
So-
yeah, you said that, so it's like
We're
I'm not sure if I'm
purposely
just-
doing that, Fritzy.
If I just quietly. Oh,
Another runner on base.
another leadoff runner on base.
6 for 6.
All.
That'd be a first for me. I think.
That don't happen very
No,
often.
it does not.
6 guys on their leadoff each inning. That's a deal breaker.
Yep, it is. Yep.
There's
Got a
base
base hit going on out the left field, so now they got 2 guys on.
Boy, he just stuck his bat out there.
Yeah, he did. Yep, yeah, he did.
And he did
Get
what he
her
had
done.
to do with it. So
Get her done. Still nobody out. We need outs, fellas. Need outs.
runners on first and second for Osage.
Gus is at 23 pitches right now. With the upcoming week we've got going on, he squares around the bunt. He gives it a bunt. Hey, get back to the baseline there, Phelan.
Number 9 batter for Osage. Oop, we're getting into our bunt defense here.
Yep. Pull our second baseman. He's going to be right up there beside our pitcher.
Is that Nicholson up to bat here? Is that right?
No,
I'm
number
one behind.
9. Yep. Weston Sullivan takes a strike.
Yep. So the first was an attempt bunt and miss. Now he's 0-2. We're going to pull our defensive player back into position here again now. Let him play his thing. Well, see, still got 2 guys on. Nobody out. Let's
Takes
turn
the
the double
bunt
play
out.
here.
2 strikes, kind of takes a bunt out.
Where I was going at with the 25 pitches, if pull him and if we got things. Of course, we got Sunday, so I don't know
we
what the
got,
numbers are there for as
He
far
can
as
get
pitch
up to
count for next
He
week.
can get up to 65 today and
Okay.
still be ready Monday.
Okay. So that's not a thing. Let's hope it ain't going to be a thing.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh.
Yeah, that wasn't even close. So yeah.
Nope.
They're checking to see if he swung. It was a ball.
Oh, yeah. No, he was half swung it.
Right, yeah, he made it 10, but apparently
Yeah.
not enough swing. Yep.
There he
There
got
you
a big
go.
swing. That's
Swing
a
and a
big
miss.
strike. 1 out.
Swing and a miss.
Top of the order for the Osage Green Devils.
First out right there.
Ty Voigt, left-hander, digs in.
He's been on base every time he's been up to bat so far tonight.
You said that before.
Well,
Multiple
we're gonna end it. I'm gonna
players on
jinx
this
it
guy.
for him
He
now.
said it 3 times.
I'm gonna jinx it for him.
Yes. Kind of like this wind. It's not working for the wind.
No,
Yep.
it's not. You're right about that.
Good block there. By shots.
The wall shots.
Yep.
That's what he is.
Blow up your chest.
Right on. Gus Walk goes ahead and throws a ball. Runner still on, first and second now. We'll see what happens here. They had runners at scoring position for multiple innings. They never scored until the 5th.
Ball high, 3-0. Gus
Excuse me,
got
until
to
the
come
4th.
back.
No?
Hands up,
Oh.
Gus!
Now they knocked it back down to 2-0.
Should have been 2-0. What
Yep,
was it
they had
before?
3 up there.
Wow,
so
Megan's just playing wasted there, Fritz. He can do that. She
Good
does it
pitch.
to me all the time.
There's a great off speed.
I like the little logo you got up there with the little Debbie thing.
That's pretty sweet, huh?
That is just makes it so much
The
sweeter.
first time I see that, I go, you guys.
There he goes.
There it is. There, no, it's
There's
strike
strike
2.
two.
That's strike 2. Has she seen it yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And did she happen? Did she happen to
did.
comment on it yet?
She loved it.
Oh, she did.
Absolutely
That's
adored
good.
it.
Yeah, she did.
That's good.
That's the story we're going
We
with.
got a pop fly
Lazy.
going on out to our left
Winnie
fielder.
moving.
Winnie is moving
my
way
gosh,
up.
good.
You better hurry
3-3.
it up.
What's he doing?
And he bobbled it. Good thing. Good thing. He threw the guy out at third base, so we're still got an out. Position's still
out.
the same. Different people, same positions yet. But you better get after it. This as a runner, this is why you go halfway.
Yeah.
So you can go either way, forward or back. So how do you score that? That's going to be like an E7.
I'd say it's a. Well, no. I'd say it's
And
it's
then
a base
throw
hit.
out?
Or It's a fielder's choice.
Oh, is that what you call it? Shots is going to come on back and foul back behind the backstop.
Choice and
Getting an error first?
Yep. Well, no error. There's not an error. We got an out.
On the drop? Okay.
Oh, okay, sure. We got the out. That's right.
So
it
then
would have been.
turns-
Yeah, if it wasn't
My
an out, then it
opinion,
would've been.
anyway, that turns into
I get
fielder's
you.
choice.
Yep, I get you. Yep.
He throws the guy out at third and gets the out.
So he's there. The guy at second was out.
There's
Straight
a
up,
fly
fellas.
ball.
Somebody get it.
Gus, you got to go get that.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
That's got to be Gus. It's got to be
Yep.
Gus.
Yep.
Man, what are we doing, guys?
Yep. Here's that wind playing into that.
That mitt is hard to catch fly
Yeah.
ball in
Yep.
anyway.
Yep.
Pitcher's got to be. You're
Yep.
right.
And that's what
And
Devin's
Coach is
saying
telling
too. Yep. Saying the same thing. He's got a way better view of it.
Right.
Okay. Now the major leagues, no.
Yeah.
Pitchers do not catch anything but a throwback from the catcher.
Or in college.
Yes.
Yep. Even playing fielder's choice. I mean, they tell you, pitcher, you don't get paid to field the ball. Get the hell out of the way.
Right. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes. Yep.
That one's out.
Straight up again, and the wind blows it out behind the backstop.
Yep. And so many times the pitcher stabs at the ball as it's going by, and it would have went right into the
Then they messed up the
shortstop's hand.
Yeah, would have messed up the double
Well, it's
play
like-
or. Yep.
Like, get out of the way.
Yep. We've got our defense positioned for that reason.
Yep. You just keep throwing BBs.
So we've got 2 outs here.
I think the wind's picking
Gus,
up.
yeah, it is. And
Ooh,
they've
there's
got
a-
a deep fly ball
that's
going out
not
between
getting it.
right center.
That's going to
Snabel's
score
going to go
2.
ahead and run her on down. And we're going to go ahead and throw it on
Oh,
into
don't-
our home plate.
No
and
reason
he
to
is
throw
safe.
that in. Nope. That scores 2 more.
Yep.
So Osage getting just the hits they need at just the time they need them. Some
Yep.
Saints miscues are giving
Piling
them
up.
some nice opportunities, aren't they?
Yep. Yep. Timely hitting is always good.
Yep.
So he's in there with a stand-up double.
Well, Osage
See what
gets 2 more this inning. They're now up 6-1. Runner in second. 2 outs.
Okay, so Osage has got their 3 guy up here. They've got a guy at second base. Still 2 outs. And more runs are scored on 2 outs than any other out because there's runners running, and we ain't got to worry about if I should run, not to run. You're running.
Yes, sir.
You got 2 outs, you're running. So that's why we score so many on 2 outs. Goes ahead, takes a strike looking. 0-2 the count.
Hey, let's go, guys!
They need to strike out and get out of here now.
See if Gus can go ahead and take care of him on this pitch.
Yep.
Yep. He's got to go
Shots
ahead.
got
He's
it.
got to make the throw down to first, and he does. And we are out of the inning. Regroup.
So, after 5.5, Osage scores 2 more in the top of the 6th. They lead 6-1.
And we've got coming on up, I got Riker, Vroom, and Winia.
Probably won't.
All right, we are back here. Saints need to get something moving. Osage scores 2 more runs in the top of 6. We're at the bottom of 6. 2 more chances, 2 innings for the Saints to find a way to put at least 5 runs on the board and find a way to keep these Green Devils off the bases defensively.
Riker's up the bat here for our Saints. Bottom of 6 right now, so we got a couple choices here, or not choices, chances.
Riker's DHing for Seth Shots.
458 average, a 756 on-base percentage for Riker.
458?
458. Pretty good stat to have as your DH, I suppose.
Yep.
Oh, hard hit ball right to the first baseman.
Wow.
Yep.
Luckily, I was a little slow because I was just getting the save. That's a base hit. And boom, right into his glove.
Yep.
There he stood.
Yeah, it was.
There he
Oh,
stood.
you had to do a little stretching to it. It wasn't as easy as it looked, but
all right, guys, everything I've talked about before is totally shot. I don't know how this works. How does Jackson
see, that's what I'm saying.
So he can re-enter.
Oh, he's re-entering.
Yes.
Yep, so
Correct.
he's
Yeah,
re-entering.
so he's
Yeah.
re-entering. He can't do it the next at-bat if he's...
Correct. So
Right.
if he's
Doesn't
playing
play
second
the
base
field.
now, he's just playing second base. If they want Zaid back at second, then Zaid will re-enter and will be done for the night.
So we'll
right?
see what defense happens.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we bat 9 around here, what does on the next at-bat.
There you go. Let's just do that.
I'm good with that.
Little Debbie says 74 miles per hour. That was the camera didn't catch it. The play happened pretty fast, and I was zoomed in here. But that was a sensational grab by number 5, Bo Taylor, playing first base.
It was a nice line drive.
It was off of his right shoulder, which obviously he's got to reach across his body with a glove to catch that one. But Beelan would have had it easy, right? Being a lefty.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
that would have been a good hard hit. The ball going on out to the right fielder.
Ooh.
That
Jammed him.
he would have almost been thrown out at first base, maybe. Good thing we got that net up above the over the fence there for the guys sitting on the hill.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody would have ate that baseball. So always got to be watching. You're out here at a baseball game. You better keep your eyes on the ball here. We got a ground ball going to their second baseman. He goes ahead, and fields it, throws him on out.
2 outs. Colton Winia, left fielder. 2 outs for the Saints. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Colton unofficial stats. 270 with a 500 on base percentage. We could use him on base this time.
We sure could.
Takes the ball low there. Yeah, we need base runners. Tough to score without them.
It
Kind of the
is.
gig, you know.
Yep.
I've watched a few of these games
Yeah,
before, and that's
you're-
usually what's got to happen. Got to
You're
touch
on
them
top
all.
of it.
Yep, what I do. A lot of green grass out there in that outfield. We got to get the ball out there.
Consistently hitting 79 miles per hour on that fastball. He's 76 pitches into this one.
And I'm seeing a trend here that he's not 3 pitch for a strike like he was doing here the first 4 innings.
Yeah.
So let's take him a little deeper.
Full count on Winia here. 2 outs.
Winia was way changed up on that last one.
Ooh, hit him.
He goes ahead.
Got him on the buttocks.
Yep.
A little tushy ball.
Better there than a lot of other places. So.
Yep. So.
Good news,
man,
boys. The wind's picking up.
wind is
That's what we
picking
want to
up.
hear. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
It's almost like anybody that's viewing this, it's almost like you're there. You know, you
Smokes. Yeah, I say the weatherman shows wind all night and all day tomorrow.
that'll dry things up.
Yep.
Catcher's got to do a little equipment buckling up there. He He gets back a rolling.
So Porter Sweesaw up. We got Colton Winnie on first. Got 2 outs.
Port goes ahead and takes strike 1. Again, we got 2 outs. Time to score some runs.
Yep.
That first base is an awfully long ways away from the home plate, though. Takes ball low. How fast is he? 79?
79.
I don't think he's lost that then. He's just losing a little bit of his
Yeah, a little bit of his control, yeah, because he did nothing but throw strikes to begin with. But and he's still throwing them, don't get us wrong. But he was about 100% before.
Yep. I don't know if anybody, I'm sure some stat keeps that, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I did the ball count, I just did ball count. We got a pop
Porter
fly
gets
going.
under one. Could be in the hole.
Could be. We got a shortstop went on back out there to catch it for out number 3.
So Saints get 1 runner on, but it's on by a hit pitch.
And Osage is going to be coming on up with their numbers 5, 6, and 7 batters.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing.
Championship, I thought was. Hello, we're back.
Gus Walk is still pitching on the mound here for the Saints, looking at 40 pitches right now.
Top of the 7th. Saints are down 1-6.
We got to control some damage here.
Tyler Morton.
Put up a goose egg like we did the first 3 innings and contain it.
This is not the disciplined Saints baseball that we're used to seeing here tonight.
Nope.
Pop fly goes down third base line over Osage's dugout.
And not that Osage is probably any different, but the boys haven't had a game now since last Saturday. And that's the longest stretch of the season that they haven't got to play. So sometimes them days off aren't the best for you.
Right.
Devin's got a little chat here. Oh, no.
No,
Clay's
up
that's
there.
Clay.
He's the guy dressed in green. Okay, got that, Fritz?
It's dark.
It's dark. Imagine what the players are looking like. But the Osage team's a little different team here tonight versus the first time we played them. So they're playing some pretty solid ball right now and solid pitching, and that's where we got to be better.
Good off speed by Gus for strike 2 on that one. 1 and 2's the count.
Little low. Good spot.
Yep.
But a little low.
Yep. Gus goes ahead and delivers.
There he got him swinging.
He did call it. Yeah, he did call the swing.
Yeah, better.
Okay. Anyway, strikeout. That's what we need.
So that's the first time tonight that the Saints got the Osage leadoff batter. Osage had their first 6 leadoff guys on base tonight.
6 for 7, and the score reflects. How about that?
Yep, the score definitely reflects it.
Bo Taylor up to bat. Playing first base tonight.
He scored back in the 5th when they had that 3-run going on. Gus goes ahead, pitches, takes ball 2, throws ball 2. Little Debbie tells me he's doing 74 mile an hour.
I think she's right, man. I think
Could
she's
be.
right.
I'm not going to go ahead and doubt her about anything, not just how fast the pitches are. Devin's going to go out and get a little conference.
Probably high-five him for getting that first batter out.
Yep, first time tonight.
Hey, let's celebrate, man.
Yep.
Celebrate little wins.
Yep.
Seems like a small win, but it's a pretty big deal. Got our first out with no runners on. First time tonight.
I seen that temp here today, and she was, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say I seen it. I felt it. I was wondering if we was going to need that air conditioner up here tonight.
Yeah.
We got this nice 30-mile-an-hour wind blowing around here, so looks like old Devin's going to do a little switching around here.
Beeland's coming back. He pitched a little in the JV game. I think the pitch counts are by day, right? Not by game. So they're going to probably start him off with where he left off pitch count-wise, perhaps.
Oh.
Somebody hit a switch and didn't know it.
Yeah.
Or they did know it.
We got to have that off when we
Mason
play.
Beeland coming in to pitch. I'm guessing Jace is going to play first. Don't see him, but he's probably in the dugout getting a new glove. And yeah, Gus is walking towards third.
This changes a lot to make this happen.
Candle Genius is telling us that Mr. Beeland pitched in a JV game earlier today.
Yep.
How many pitches do you have there? Do you know?
These
Is that
guys
a
will know.
Megan question, maybe? How many pitches?
Mason pitched earlier today, right? So
we got the official location of Jace is going to first base.
We already knew that. We're way heavy.
Not official.
What we don't know is how many pitches Mason threw.
Yeah.
You said the same thing about Vroom not hitting.
Yep.
And he hit. Pretty sure he was up the bat last inning.
Well, you
and
know.
now he's playing the field again too.
Yeah,
so I'm not.
I don't know how.
what
I
that-
suppose he re-enters now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
no, he
re-entered.
re-entered.
He re-entered to hit.
He re-entered
Okay,
to hit.
so he has to play.
No, he doesn't have to. He
Oh,
can
all
go.
right. You're right. See, this then gets to that substitution stuff. That I'm
Well, he
lost
does
there.
too have to re-enter because the substitute can't re-enter. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think a substitute can re-enter. Only a starter can re-enter.
Okay. That sounds
So-
reasonable.
So he had to come play the field.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that one.
But I don't know what the reason was why he come off the field to begin with. But had to been a reason.
We've got on the mound here, we got Mason Beeland, which probably threw 50, 60 pitches on a JV game here earlier today. Does anybody know? Got a number for me here, Megan?
No, not that many.
Okay.
Comes up with a strike, though, right away.
They're starting him off at 1 on the board, so.
Yep, so 2 balls and a strike.
Well, how would you do that?
How would you do what?
The pitch count up here.
It's not, so whatever's there is just for this game. It's not official for today by any means because he pitched.
Well,
JV,
it could
right?
get technically here if all of a sudden we run in something, you know what I'm saying?
Well.
If he threw 65 pitches in a game 2 hours ago, our pitch count should show 65 pitches.
Well, I think so.
Or
It's.
I'm sure they'll all do.
We don't have an official scoreboard, Diesel,
Okay.
so we're all right.
All right.
Let's go, mate! Deep breath, kid!
And I doubt if he's going to throw 60 of them yet to finish the game
Well,
off. So
let's not see that happen.
no, he won't be in there that long if he's throwing them. So
Right. Swing and a miss. Osage has got a runner at first base. We've got 1 out. Beeland's on the mound for the Saints here now. That kind of moved everybody kind of around. So we got Jay Suisaw at first base. Jackson Vrooms re-entered at second base position. Port State at short. Who do we got over in Gus is over at third
Walk
base?
on third.
It's dark out there. You're right, Fritz.
Yep.
Okay. His jersey's a little dirty, too.
Yep.
Here you can't say it just because of my old eyes.
No, took the high road again.
As you always do, Fritz.
2 times already tonight.
Yes.
The high road's
the count.
The high road's not near as fun, though.
Okay.
Not near as fun.
Foul ball back into the crowd, and somebody got himself a souvenir, maybe. Or they got to make him throw it back, I suppose. It's only high school ball here, fellas. You don't get to keep them.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
We got a little flare ball going into our third baseman, and that's a tough one. Yeah. Don't know who's going for it there. You got to talk, fellas.
Gus, I think, called it, but the wind didn't, I think, grabbed a hold of it.
Yeah, it did. He was all over. He was kind of looking around shortstop. Sport, he was way back there. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen for him.
That's 2 outs, no matter how we look at it, so that's good.
And results still the same.
Yep.
Also, just got a guy in first base.
I think the umpire's been pretty consistent tonight, don't you think?
He's been fine and dandy. No complaints there.
Keeping a wide angle here because you just never know when number 11 is going to hit up Jace at first base. Not a huge leadoff here, so.
Ball inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Top of 7 here, fellas. We got to put up a goose egg here. I haven't done that here in the last 3 innings, so.
No. Then we got to come back. Ooh. Whoops.
3-1's count.
Look at him stare into the old dugout.
I seen that, too.
Must have been
It's kinda
little
like,
something.
go ahead, say something.
Geez, we just complimented him about being consistent.
I know.
That one, that looked like the same spot to me, but full count.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
No. Full count, 2 outs.
Run going to be running?
Absolutely.
Mason going to be firing.
Should be taking out. Better over there, you bet. Yep.
Still got a full count. Sir Jace is going off. Oh, he's coming back.
Then he comes on in. Yep. Wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it. Yep.
Yeah.
Slammin' Sammy says, comeback time, baby.
Yes, it is.
Salmon.
Yes, it is.
Lemon, Sammy.
Yeah.
There's
Runner
a runner.
takes on off. A
And
swing
we
and a
strike
miss.
him.
You bet.
All right. So Saints got some work to do. Down by 5 runs going into the bottom of the 7th.
Flip of my book here. We're going to have our 8 and 9 batters coming on up. Mason and Joe Clev.
Sounds like runs to me, boys. We'll be right back after this message with all those runs. Bottom of 7 coming up.
Coming up.
It'll be the
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities.
All right.
This is for all the marbles here. Bottom
Right
of
here.
the 7th. Saints need 5 runs to tie it up.
That dugout is loud.
Yes, it is.
Cochran is still on the mound for Osage with 84 pitches right now. So he's sitting in very good shape.
Yeah, he can pitch 110 and finish whatever batter he's on tonight. There's that dugout making some noise.
Jose takes a strike.
Have the day off tomorrow, Sunday, and then they got a pretty action-packed week next week.
They do, include Saturday in Waterloo. So Monday at North Butler, Tuesday at Central Springs, Wednesday here versus Nashua. Mason Beeland.
Leadoff guy's on by a walk.
We like that.
So, and then I'm assuming we got Thursday off, play again Friday, and then
At West Fork on
and
Friday.
then play 2 on Saturday.
I only show 1 on Saturday.
Really?
Marquette Catholic. There may be more than that, but
That's all that's on it. Normally there's 3 or 4, but they're down there. But
and maybe they just state in the first game, and the second one will be determined.
Could be.
We don't play till 12, so we probably play the second game of that one. I think the first
Correct.
one's typically at 10, so
Yep.
probably no determining who we would play until after that first game is done.
Mason Beelan went ahead and took a walk. He goes ahead and gets his courtesy runner. Pinch runner, excuse me. Pinch runner.
Kane Dietrich.
Yep. Dietrich's back in, and he's the only guy that scored here tonight, so hopefully he does it again.
Yeah. And then
Buddy, Kane is courtesy running. Kane's courtesy.
Oh, that's
so-
right. He is a courtesy runner now, being he's a pitcher. Being Beelan's a pitcher now.
got
He's
Joe
courtesy in that
Clev
bench.
coming up to bat.
Correct. Megan.
Megan, what are we
Made
going to do?
sure
Is she going
that-
to come back and do this again next year, or where are we going to get all our insight from?
That's right. She'll maybe call it from wherever she happens to be next year.
She'll correct us on
yeah,
the chat.
Definitely she will. Definitely.
We may have to ban her from the chat because she's probably going to ride us.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Kane, you don't have to get off that deep. We're not too concerned about you. We need a lot more guys behind you, so you just keep following, all right? It's not like you're the go-ahead run or anything. We need about 7 more hits after you get all the way across the plate, so just stay cool there and do your job.
Got to avoid a double play, though.
We do want to get some excitement rolling here, too. So. But you are correct.
No, stealing the base ain't going to help us
One
out.
run is not going to matter to us right at this moment, but we need a bunch of them.
Gotta get better. Gotta get ready. Joe Clevs goes ahead and swings and misses that one. He's got an 0-2 count right now. Kane Dietrich sitting on first base here. And he fouls one off.
Hanging in there.
Clev last inning went ahead and put one out to right center there for a base hit. Hopefully he can follow up here. Sounds like hurricane
The wind
weather here
is
right
definitely picked up even stronger.
now. Yeah, that's right.
Joe
We got a
puts
ground
bat.
ball going into their shortstop.
Yo,
and they go ahead and
got him making a play.
Yep. Okay, this is what can happen.
That's what can happen.
Right. So not routine, but a pretty easy double play could have turned things real ugly for us, and they go ahead and run out of it. So Kane goes ahead and takes off down to second base. He's safe.
Well, this is what
Joe
we're looking
Clev puts
for.
the ball in play, and now we've got top. Gus Walk's going to be up the bat here.
Nobody out. Runners on first and second.
So he goes ahead. I mean, he's throwing that ball back pretty hard to the pitcher. Nobody's backing anything up.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
Kane, you check that out.
Yeah.
Again, not that he makes a difference, but
There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the order for the Saints right now. Gus Walk.
we've got Dietrich on second base. We've got Joe Clev at first base after a couple, a walk by our pitcher, Beelan. Gets on. And we've got a swing and a foul ball over the Saints dugout.
Good job by Gus. 97 pitches in here. Cochran. Oh,
There
that's
we've
a
got
good
a
shot.
nice base hit out to their center field, and he's
going
going to go
home.
ahead, and he's
Home.
coming home, and we better be moving on that, fellas.
We got to be moving.
We did not take an extra base on that throw.
Well, base runners, I'm sure, are wondering, is he going to cut that short?
But she was
there was
well.
no way he could. There's no way he could cut it.
Correct.
It was had so much arc on it.
No, I think you're right.
That's when
right.
you got to be running.
Yep. So Joe Clev ends up at second base. We're going to end up with the single there for Gus Walk. Nice timely hitting again. That's
Great
what
hit.
We needed. Yep.
Great hit that we've been looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that in a while.
All pointing to second base where the ball's at.
Right. So I think it's a good teaching moment right now. He's telling, hey, dude, we should be standing on second, third right now. And you know, another
He's telling
base
them
hit
that
scores
right
2.
now.
That brings the ball game to a 6-4. And
If it had no arc on it, yes,
Right.
the guy could cut it. But
Right.
there was no way that was coming all. There was a great throw, but it was. There's no way it could get cut off.
Right.
And honestly, who's reading? I wasn't watching what Suisaw was doing, but I'm sure he's calling him when he sees that, right? And I'm sure they're not watching that arc. They're watching the coach, and or should be watching the coach. Maybe they weren't.
He's sending the runner. You know, so.
Yep, it's all good.
Right.
We still got nobody out, and we got scored one, and we got guys on first and second. So
Joe Clev standing on second base. Gus Walks on first base. Anthony Schnabel is up the bat here for the Saints. He goes ahead and shows bunt, goes ahead and pulls it back and takes strike 1.
I can't imagine Anthony's going to bunt.
No. No. We need more than these two.
And
he's looking like it, though, isn't he?
yeah, but I think he's sucking him in. I'm thinking.
Sucking him in, yeah.
Yep. Now you slap it over the first baseman's head.
Right. Now look where the first baseman's playing.
Yeah,
here.
You're right.
Exactly.
So
it doesn't take much, although Seconds playing deep here. He's
he's laying it down.
Okay.
And he's
look at this.
Look
at this. Overthrows first base. We've got runners coming, and they're going to stand on second and third.
Oh, boy. Nobody listen to me at home. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my goodness.
They're both laughing at both of us, Fritzy.
Yeah.
Anthony Schnabel puts a bunt down, goes ahead and scores.
But we talk about it all the time, don't we, boys? I mean, you put the ball in play and you see what happens. And that's exactly why we put the ball in play.
Yep.
Now I can see a bunt coming.
Correct.
6-3. Saints score 2 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yep.
I would say these guys expect a bunt.
Runners on second and third. They're not playing in. I don't know how they can not
They
be.
are not
Well, okay, so
playing at all.
it's still a 6-3 ball game here yet, guys.
Yep. But
you know, even if we do score them 2, we've got nobody's out. So I like this situation.
Well, yeah. But
you know, let's go
Well,
ahead.
like you said, look how deep everybody's playing.
I can't imagine we're not going to bunt.
Yep.
But I just said I can't imagine we were going to bunt the last time. So
That's right.
although we
But
got,
you know, Jace has it.
Yep. Jace is up. Jace is a good hitter.
Right. And he's due.
So, yep. So I'll go with that thought process too.
Yep.
So
And Cochran's at 102 pitches.
So we've got ourselves a ground ball, the
Oh, boy.
shortstop, and
That
he's got
ain't gonna
that
work.
is safe.
that's a air.
Oh. So we score 1 on that. Anthony's standing on third base, and Jace is going to be at first.
Wow, wow, wow.
So it's almost like a bunt.
Yep.
And score 1 instead of the special.
So Osage had not had an error, I don't think, coming into this inning.
Right.
Now they got 3 in a row.
Right. Yep.
Wow. 6-4. Runners or Saints got a runner on first and third. They got nobody out yet.
And we got our go-ahead run at the home plate.
The dugout's jazzed.
And we got our best batter up to bat right now. Riker Huffman.
So first and third here, fellows. What do we think?
All right. Now I think I'm going to finally get I think we'll definitely steal here.
Yep. I would definitely get that
I
done.
might finally get a call in that's right. So
This is also, Devin, we're trying to predict. So good luck with that.
They're substituting. I thought maybe they were putting someone else in for Jace on that.
Well,
So
I
that
think
takes
I think
ball
you got
1.
a good heads-up runner in Jace, so you
Yep.
probably want to
Yep. Keep him right there.
keep him right there.
Yep. Yep.
get
I'd
one
get him
pitch
going,
in
though,
and
just to
now
see how
get
this
him
going.
rolling.
Because we want to get out of this double play thing. There we go.
There he goes.
We got him stored. They throw deep. He goes way
That is-
deep.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. Over
Scores a run.
to center field and scores Anthony.
Why would you do that?
This is.
Why would you throw the ball to second base?
Yep.
God, that is not only is it it's a dangerous thing to do, that's why, right?
Boy, yeah. I mean, and this you got to know what spot you're
Correct.
in the game, and that is
Correct.
not the time to
Yep.
get the base runner.
Right. Yep.
Wow.
You throw short. You do something.
Yeah.
We don't care about that guy.
Eat it.
Yep.
Don't throw the ball
Yep.
anywhere.
Yep.
The score is now 6-5 Osage. No outs.
Yep. We've got our tying run at second base right now with nobody out.
Cockrem
Osage
has
is
4 pitches
self-destructing.
remaining.
Yep. Wheels kind of fell off there. Playing an excellent game up until the bottom of the 7th.
Man, they had a great game going.
Yep.
It's not over yet.
No,
but,
it's not. No, it's not.
But the momentum has definitely switched gears here.
Yep. We got 2-2 count going on here for Riker. He's going to protect. He ain't
There
gonna
goes
try and do it.
Jace to third
Jace to
base.
third.
Oh,
And he
baby.
fastball. Dude, look up. Get up. Get up.
Jace
There you go.
steals
Yeah.
third.
That was an easy steal.
Yeah, but he almost
forgetting about
that
it.
was a pass ball. He just
Right.
about got to come all the way home.
He was so gone so early. on that.
Holy moly.
Yep. Yep.
That's why I say Jace was not going to get a pinch hit or
No.
runner for him. He knows how to play the game.
That's right. Yep.
No outs, full count.
So now we got our tying run at third base, and we go ahead and take a walk. So Riker does his job. He goes ahead and gets the count up to 109.
Wow.
This will be
Did we think
the last
I didn't
batter.
think
Did
that
we
was
think
even going to be a
Cockrem would have
possibility.
any shot of
Yes.
not completing the game?
He's got
Not
one
when he
more
was
pitch.
0.
40 pitches into 4 innings. There was no chance
Yes.
that was going to happen.
Wow.
Now, in the next 3 innings, he's pitched
Yeah.
70?
Wow.
Yes.
Nearly.
And now we'll get a runner here for
Who is it going to be?
Riker.
For Riker.
Matty Clevenger. coming
Matty
in.
Clev.
Okay.
Well, you think they'll throw down again?
Boy.
Oh. Yeah.
So we've got our go-ahead run at first base. Nobody out. Good place to be. Okay. Vroom's going to be on up.
So I don't
And
know
we're
what-
gonna do a
We're
little
just going to get
switch
everybody. I
here.
think we're just going to get everybody talking here.
Yep. Right. So we're going to predict what this is all going to look like again there, Fritzy?
I'm done predicting.
You
right
are.
now.
I'll take
Matty-
I'll take
Matty-
a shot at this.
Okay, give it to us, Diesel.
I'm going to we're going to steal him.
Yep.
We're going to have runners in second, third. Nobody out.
Yep.
2 for 1.
2 for 1 special.
Yep.
I don't
We
know.
got 2 outs to do it in.
I haven't seen Vroom.
We got 2
bunting.
chances to do this.
Yep.
And you got a coach that knows the play.
Yep.
We got wheels on the base.
We say it all the time. Everybody knows the play, but
Yep.
you have to field it.
Yep. And you got to make the play.
Yep. Well,
So-
I'm just going to go out on a limb as far as just say Matty Clevenger's going to get to second base.
Yes.
And then we'll have the go-ahead run
Right.
on
Yeah.
second.
We want to get out of this double play thing. Okay. Osage is probably going to be playing up.
And like we say, I doubt Osage is
not.
going to try to throw at Matty Clevenger trying to get to second base.
We got to get the
'cause-
ball game going here, fellas. Umpires got to break this stuff up.
Double play will be tough with a runner on third.
Well, they'll do double play and they'll sacrifice that we go into extra innings
Yeah.
and do something like that, which okay.
I mean, to me, Osage has got to be playing in because they want to stop that run at all costs.
Right. So we got to.
But Matty's going to steal.
We got to score something. We don't want 3 strikeouts here. So Jackson Broom's up the plate, and he goes ahead and takes strike 1.
You'll see a new pitcher here after Vroom because this is his max 110. He can finish this
He
batter.
can finish this guy. Yep. He's got a
All right.
strike on him.
And here goes the signals by the coach. Matty's going to steal.
Get going.
No.
Send him. Send him. And I'm saying this out loud, but
Well, he's been coming back to first pretty good, too. We don't want to give up a free one there.
I mean, he's fast, isn't he?
He is, but he's
fast.
also young. So how's he reading the pitcher?
Okay.
Yeah, but
So now we're in the count here.
I just cannot see where they would throw at him. I mean, that catcher for Osage is
they're
good.
not set up for it.
And I say the Osage catcher's got a strong arm, but I just can't imagine they would throw down to second base.
Yep. There's one. There's one.
That's a big
See,
one.
we're talking here, fellas.
Yep.
That's
a big
Now
one.
he's done. Now Kaufman's got to come out of the game, which I didn't think that was going to be even a remote possibility.
What a great game he had up until the last.
Excellent game. And Devin even congratulates him because that was a hell of a very good.
So maybe here's Devin's philosophy. He knew this guy was coming out.
Correct.
We got a new pitcher coming in. He could walk the first batter, and then all of a sudden we got bases juiced. So there's probably Coach Sweesaw's strategy.
Yep.
And
Good
why,
idea.
Again, we don't get paid to coach the game.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Knock it louder. There you go.
Well, that's like laminate. Fritzy, here's solid wood right here.
Yeah.
We're knocking on wood that we can do what we're doing here. So Saints is looking pretty good right now. Still one out. We're down. I've got our lead run, or our tying run at third base. We got the go-ahead run at first base.
You got their lineup there. Who's number 3 coming in?
Number 3. I was looking for a jersey number.
Yep. Weston Sullivan, who was playing what?
Third base?
Third. Well, I don't know that, I guess.
No, he was playing. He was a right fielder.
Okay.
Holy smokes, that wind just continues to cause problems. So what a difficult position for Weston Sullivan to come in for.
Yes. Yep. We got to keep it quiet here because umpires telling us all the changes here. We got a situation here.
All right. So, again, Saints are down by 1. They got 1 out. We'll have runners on first and third. Osage gets a new pitcher in.
Okay, so I think the umpire come over and told dugout to tone it down some.
Something like that.
I don't know what the story was, but
Nope.
I think one of the kids said something directly to the umpire. And the umpire reminded them that they're not to speak directly to him.
Correct.
So I think he handled it well.
Baseball etiquette.
Just kind of reminded them, hey, guys, you don't get to do that.
That's right. That's right. There are rules to this game.
Yep.
And there's unwritten rules to this game.
I don't believe even the assistant coaches can talk. I think only the head coach can talk to the umpire.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Brian Meyer's got to sit there and just bite his tongue. And he does that a lot.
Colton Winnie up to bat.
Okay. We still got Matt Clevenger at first base. We've got Chase sitting at third. Osage's got to go ahead and throw a new pitcher here now, so he's got clear the board of all pitches.
Yep.
They bring up their left fielder. Was that what it was?
Right fielder, but
right
so
fielder,
now we don't know what he's got for a pickoff play. There he goes. Matty's going. He'll be upstanding.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go.
So, again, we talked about, Clevenger not running Matty right away.
Correct.
And right there it just goes to show.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks, and we sit up here and just watch it and
Now-
talk about it.
Now we got our game-winning run on second base.
Yep.
We got 1 out.
Yep.
Coach Sweesaw's going through some plays,
Right on.
calls.
Clay's right behind him.
Yep.
Here's what's going on here, and he knows all too well what's going on.
He knows. And Colton can put one down.
All Osage players are on the infields on the
Every
grass.
one of them are. Yep.
Matty Clevenger
Just put it over the top of them.
got a half a.
Because it takes ball 2. Shortstop's on the grass, second baseman's on the grass, first baseman's on the grass. The only buddy that's standing on the dirt is the pitcher and the catcher. And our guys.
Colton Winnie up to bat.
Go ahead runs at second base.
Takes a strike.
Wow. Surprised he took that one.
2 balls and a strike. We'll go through some signs again. See what's real, what's not real. Nobody holding Matty on second base, so he's got a very good lead. Oh.
Boy, oh boy.
Yep.
Those last 2 pitches for Colton.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's put it over the top of the infield here, dude.
Yep. Let's get it in the outfield. Gapper be good.
Get it in play.
Yep.
There's a good ball low.
Good.
Easy one to take.
Full count?
Full count. Yeah, he doesn't even need to get it in the outfield. He just needs to get it down on the ground somewhere.
Yep.
And make him feel the ball.
Yep.
I got to believe Jace will get a little lead here. Down low.
Wow.
Bases juiced.
Yep.
1 out.
Fresh count, Porter the quarter. Now, Porter's a kid who can do anything, and I will tell you, when he gets a hold of it, it's usually in a spot where Osage doesn't want it.
Yep.
1 out, bases loaded, Saints down by 1. Saints have scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 7. This isn't what they call a barn burner. I don't know what it is. So Porter takes ball low.
I thought I was going to see him call that strike. No, sir.
Yep. I'm sure the sign's on that we go ahead.
There comes another sign from the coach.
Yep. Either take another strike here or see what's going on. So the guy at first base, we don't worry about that. We got to go ahead and run at second base.
There it goes, boys.
And we go ahead and Yep.
Porter.
You know what we do? You know what we do right now?
Right, do it again.
Do it again.
Going for our 2-for-1 special there.
Yep.
Put your nose.
Yep.
Coach is telling him, put your nose on the ball.
You bury that ball.
You put your nose on that. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm not optimistic about the 2-for-1. I think this coach knows that you're going to give up one, but don't go to first.
Yeah, we need 1. We need 1.
Yep. We need the 1.
We love to have 2, but we need the 1.
Get out of play.
Get out of here.
Get
Come
out
on,
of play.
man.
Ooh, he could have caught that. Yep. Pop fly there. Catcher or first baseman and pitcher and catcher was going after it. So we got a 1-2 count now. 1 out. Porter Sweesaw is up to bat. Tying run at third. Go ahead run at second base. Bottom of 7th. Guys, baseball don't get any better than this.
It really does not. And if you're just joining us for this, the Saints took 5 innings to find put the first run on the board.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Porter Sweesaw.
Yep. He goes there and puts it on down.
There it is.
He goes, makes the play.
Oh, he's going for first.
There he's going for first. We just won it. Good. A walk-off bunt for Porter Sweesaw.
Oh, Saints baseball.
I cannot believe that.
Saints score 6 runs in the bottom of the
That's how it's done. Shake them up, fellas.
Way we work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Osage was in they were in the driver's seat.
Oh,
they were on cruise control.
6-1. 6-1 they led.
Yep.
Holy moly.
That was a good showing for 6 innings from Osage there. And
their pitcher was on. Cochran was on fire.
Yep. Yep.
So there's 2 guys right there. Cochran and Sweesaw have a ton of respect for each other.
Yes,
I know that.
Yep.
Devin shook his hand on the way out. Gave him an extra pat
bet.
there. So
good performance there.
Wow.
Well, congratulations, Saints. That is a walk-off bunt.
Joel Carlson, thanks for chiming in. Joel Carlson says, instant classic.
Yep.
Isn't that how a classic is made? St. Ansgar just having maybe the worst game of the season, but just
everybody for coming out tonight. Enjoy Town and Country Days this weekend.
never giving up.
That's
Never
a good way.
giving up.
That's a good way to start the weekend.
That is something else.
Yep. This is why you don't ever give up. This is why everything you got to get 27 outs, guys. And
that's right.
They couldn't do it.
Oh my!
That was something else. We love the 2-for-1 special.
Oh yes.
What a way to end the
One
game on a
of our
2-for-1
favorites.
special.
And is that the first one this year that I've seen?
I don't think I've seen one.
I don't think I've seen one all
I
year.
think it is.
We saw it looks like when
And
he's not picking grass.
And I don't know what was said in the huddle there, but why throw the ball down?
And we
in a second.
Porter had had 2 strikes on him too,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, and he lobs one in there like that.
Yep. And he after he swung on the second pitch, then we go back. That's Coach's son. He's got a lot of faith in him.
Yeah, it does.
And away we go.
Yep.
Yeah. But great, Denny. You're absolutely right. You go back to that throw down to second base.
Don't make
they had no reason to do.
No, they didn't have the reason to throw down the first base here either.
No.
It was a fake throw. Our guy was 20 feet off base.
Yeah.
He was dead.
And
that would have been the second out.
Clay Eustace had to tell them 1,000 times.
I mean, you have to practice against it, don't you? And that's where I was surprised, that they threw to first, because I thought it was going to be a fake throw to first, get the runner.
Yes.
But it was a throw to first, and that's where I was like, wait a minute. I was really surprised by that.
Yep.
Congratulations, Saints. Congratulations, Saints coaches.
Yep.
I tell you what, this was Osage's night until it wasn't.
Yep.
Saints persevered.
And they were hitting the ball. Cochran showed that threw an absolute lights out 5 innings.
Yeah, threw great.
And we were both talking that there's no way he's going to we'll see him all 7 innings. And them guys over there is a pretty happy bunch right now.
Yes,
unbelievable, folks.
Yep. And they should be. That's what happens. You got a bad couple innings like that, and you make the next play. You strike out, you're up to the next time, you make the next play. You're something. Jace wasn't on tonight. Give it to the next guy. Give it to the next guy. Make the next play.
I don't even know. Did they get him out at first?
Yeah, they did. They tagged him.
Yes, they did.
So
They
the
tagged
throw,
him. That's
they
why
had
they
to tag him.
They tagged him.
The ball was off the base, but he tagged him.
Right.
So they tagged him.
That's
Now he's
right.
way
They
out of
tagged
position.
him.
So
Yeah.
even if there was a play at
he
home,
had his back to home plate.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That was,
I kind of forgot even what was going on. I'm watching us score.
Yeah, you're watching. You had that called before he even crossed the plate.
I watched that ball leave his hand, and I was like, he's not throwing it. And he threw it.
He threw it.
I was like, yes.
Yep.
I was like 2-for-1 special all the way, but it was like.
I think I called it. Didn't I call that?
Yep, I was going to say it out loud.
6 or 7 pitches earlier. I would have thought it would have happened sooner.
Well, congratulations to these Saints. And honestly, Osage, a whale of a game.
Yep.
These guys just
good showing.
didn't
Osage
get it finished
did a
the way
great
they
job.
wanted to, but they came in here ready to play, ready to have their way with these Saints in Cochran's last game against the Saints.
Well, the last game we played them, it was just error after error, and they played a shutout 6 innings there, and they looked good. I don't know how many ground ball outs they had with us, and
in the 7th inning come to play.
Yeah, the wheels just fell off there, and they got to play the whole thing.
Well, we don't really have stats to share, but I have the one stat that matters here. Saints win 7-6 on a walk-off bunt in the 7th inning here. Great job by these Saints. Huddy, I'm sorry you weren't here to catch that. Hopefully you're at home watching the replay again and again and again. And turn the volume down when Fritz starts screaming.
Woo, I did.
I think there was a little. I think the board does a little bit of mitigation. It kind of takes care of some of that. But hey, great win here for these Saints.
That's fun to watch.
Really, really fun to watch. The postseason is out. Saints get a bye during week 1, but Monday at North Butler, Tuesday at Central Springs, Wednesday here versus Nashua, who beat us earlier this season, and then Friday we will be at West Fork. So we got a lot of traveling next week, and then Saturday at Waterloo. So we get to be at home on Wednesday, boys. Hopefully you're in. If not, let me know. Otherwise, we'll be on the road all week except Thursday. These
Yep.
guys get a night off unless it's a makeup night for some rain.
Hopefully the rain does not look as bad as it, or it's going to be as bad as it looks on my phone, because they're talking pretty good chances of rain every day, and so they got to get these games in, because they got 3 conference games that's got to get done by. They got the following week.
July before the 4th of July.
Right.
I think tournament starts. Postseason starts July 5th.
The 5th.
Got to have it done before the 4th of July.
Right.
Yep.
So,
thanks, boys, for helping out.
You bet.
I just love broadcasting with you guys. Great things happen when you guys are up here.
So, you think it's us? I don't think
I do.
so.
Hopefully Wednesday. Well, it felt a little bit like our state qualifying game right there.
Yeah,
Excitement
sure
in
did.
this room.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for being here tonight. Saints win 7-6. We'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.
Ta-ta.